That's crazy. Family is crazy. I just started the stream and the gremlins have already started. Um, it is what it is. It is what it is. But come on in, fam. As you can see from the title, um, hey, Limon Figa, how you doing? As you can see from the title, I want to talk about division. I've kind of been seeing my analysis of current society is that some people are saying that that divides are happening a lot. There's a lot of division in society, and my overall view is that division's already been here, and division has always been here. What is happening is that people are becoming more and more staunch on their divisions. But division's always been in society. We can see that basically what happens is as people become more intolerant, the divisions start to become more prevalent. That's what I can see. But divisions have always been here. There've always been different societies within. Are we back? Listen, family, right? You guys can see what is going on with the stream. It happens all the time. Okay, my connection's fine, but for some reason, right, this stuff keeps happening, and I'm telling you, man, I'm not a big conspiracy person, but this shit is just weird, man. It's really weird. But anyway, let's get back. What I was saying is, what was I saying? Yeah, so the divisions in society have always been. You can go to little pockets of community around. You can find Jewish community, you can find Muslim community, you can find black community, you can find swathes of quote unquote white communities if you go, in certain parts of the UK. People have always been divided. What's happening is now certain parts and certain communities are becoming intolerant. And I think that's what's happening in current society. More and more intolerant, more and more bold, and more boasty, let's say. And I would say that living in somebody's country, I've always said living in somebody's country is like living in their house. No one is obligated to keep you in their house. And not, if it's their house, no one's obligated to keep you there. This is the way I see it. The reason why I see it this way is because this is the way that my mother raised me. Okay, so my mother said this is her house and it's her rules. Okay, and by all means, you can find your own pad, and make your own rules there. But while you are here, you abide by mine. And I think what's happening is, in the society in which we currently live, I think people are actually thinking that they can bring new rules and regulations into the current society, which then causes conflict with society at large. And so what we find here is that I've always said to people, I've said this many times, the quote unquote black community, someone said the earth belongs to Allah. Okay, cool. The quote unquote black community, throughout their time, anywhere they've been in the Western society, have not asked for anything but equal rights and justice. They've never asked for, special rules and regulations to be put into place. They don't need to eat their food a certain way, and they don't need to, have a certain room in a certain part of town. Religious fascism, okay, which is now saying we want this, we want the food to be this way, we want prayer rooms here, we want our own court system here, and we want. And what that's doing is that is actually putting pressure onto the society at large, and people are thinking to themselves, but hang on a minute, we already have rules and regulations here. Why do you guys want more rules and regulations? And this is what is happening now. This is why it seems like the place is getting more and more divided. There's always been divisions, but what's happening is the rise of religious fascism, I call it, is happening. Okay, for somebody in the chat just to say some stupid stuff like, the earth belongs to Allah, um, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, that basically means that no matter where you are, according to you, the world is down. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Anyway, we're back again. Another interference on the stream. Like I said, if you have that kind of arrogant, egotistical way of being, what you are basically saying is that you're intolerant to all other ways of life, and that's what fascism is. Fascism is saying, listen, this is the way it's going to be, regardless of what anybody and anyone else says. So when you get somebody saying, oh, the earth is Allah's and stuff like that, it's like, well, no, it ain't. It really ain't, and you can't prove that it is. So that's what's happening in society today. Divisions have always been there. I think they're always going to be there. However, what people have done generally in society is accept people for, who they are, generally. There have been instances where they haven't, but people now in modern day are just accepting people, and it's like, well, listen, I won't push my stuff on you, right, if you don't push your stuff on me. And I think generally that's the way people should kind of live their life. It doesn't seem to be happening that way, though. We're getting a lot of religious fascism going on, and it's making some people really antsy. It's making some people really upset, and it's going to lead somewhere. I've said this before. It's actually going to lead, as much as I don't want it to lead to violence, I feel that it will do. I feel that, pressure burst pipes. Hang on. No, your own black community will attack any white man for using the N-word. No. I wouldn't attack somebody for using the N-word. If somebody wants to use the N-word, I'd prefer to play the mind game and ask them exactly, what they see as the N-word is. What is it? Why do they think of me like that? Because generally, if you think about racism, it's actually, so if you have an intellectual conversation with somebody about racism, they end up looking quite stupid anyway. So that's the way I deal with it. But yeah, all I'm trying to say, people, is division has always been here, but what's happening now is that it seems like it's getting bigger because people are becoming more and more intolerant. I've always said you're allowed to have your religion, you're allowed to have your way of life, you're allowed to be who you are. Push that on me. And what is happening is that people are pushing it on other people. So what you had at Speaker's Corner the other day when, Muhammad Hijab was telling Jedi, oh, this is not acceptable behavior. And Jedi's response was, hang on, do you have a rule book for me? What do you mean it's not acceptable by whose standards? Muhammad Hijab did the same thing to me. Oh, I'm going to give you 3 options. Like, who are you? Like, fuck your options. Like, who are you to give me some kind of options? And when you have that kind, and people don't see the arrogance and the ego in that, you have to kind of break it down and ask yourself, if I went around the place saying, oh, because you said X, Y, and Z about my ancestors, I'm going to impose some kind of rules and regulations and you must fight me, because it's like, what are you talking about, Sarah? That doesn't even make any sense. I'm going to be like, no, he's not allowed to say that. Well, we live in a free society, so we're allowed to say stuff. And if you don't know how to take it, then maybe this isn't the society for you. Maybe it's not. Maybe this is not the society that you're supposed to be in, Maybe you'd be happier in a society that, you're not allowed to say some stuff. Religious fascism is an offshoot of religious gangsterism. There can only be one outcome. War, says Big Bro. I don't disagree with you, Big Bro. I really don't. This religious fascism must stop. Everyone's allowed their religion. You're just not allowed to push it on people. You're just not. You can't do that, because basically you're saying you want a war. Basically you're saying, I'm going to impose and superimpose my rules and regulations on the people who don't even adhere to my rules and regulations. Unless you attack physically, then it's self-defense style. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, that's my little talk on division, folks. I don't think it's, I think it's getting quote unquote worse because people are becoming more and more intolerant of one another. But if you push, people might push back. That's what I'm saying. No kills under the name of nothing, says Terry. Anfield Road, how you doing? Says hi, Sarah. How you doing, bro? Most Muslims tend to impose their rules on others. I agree. I agree. It's fascism, man. Like, it really is religious fascism. So I'm trying to fix this camera. It really is religious fascism, and I think we need to call it out when we see it. I think we need to tell people, hang on a minute, listen, you're allowed to have your stuff, but just don't bring it over here, because, you know, that's your stuff. It's not my stuff, you know. I think we got 80 people in the chat. What do people want to talk? So where do we go from? Another interruption from the gremlins. Okay. Yeah, I know the stream, it keeps doing that because, you know, I'm starting to think this is a conspiracy now. Okay, because, you know, my connection is fine. However, it keeps doing this. And it's been doing this for a long time now. Someone said, where do we go from here? I think where we go from here is people, like, calling people out on their fascism, letting people know that, you know, it's not okay to just superimpose your way of life onto people that don't adhere to it. Really and truly, that's what I think. Right, check your phone, maybe too much caching. Okay, if you say so. Somebody said the Tommy Robinson asylum thing. Listen, man, I think Tommy Robinson should do whatever he needs to do to stay out of jail, personally. That's my personal thing. Tommy Robinson should do whatever he needs to do to get out of jail, to stay out of jail, because the charge is a joke. The charge is a joke. Like, everybody knows the charge is a joke, you know. You know, obviously people are celebrating this stuff because, you know, Muslims are like, yeah, Tommy Robinson is going to jail and all this kind of stuff. But I'm just saying, just out of pure, like, just logic, the charge is dumb, you know. Like, the charge is stupid. What was your view on Anne Widdecombe on the slave thing? I didn't hear anything about Anne Widdecombe on any slave thing. Please let me know what it is, what she said. Sarah Garvey, off topic, but Gorman. I think Dubois will win. But then I thought Anthony Joshua would win, so what do I know? Again, there we are, again. Anyway, yeah, maybe I need to change some stuff on my phone, but, you know, someone said, do I believe in the afterlife? I don't believe in death, essentially, so everything is a continuation of energy, so there is no real death. Sarah Garvey, the Quran is full of miracles. Oh, please don't bring that to me, guys. Please don't bring that shit to me. Be open-minded. Oh, get out of here, man. Seriously, you fucking religious zealots, get the fuck out of here. Seriously, I don't give a fuck about the Quran. Like, do you understand that by now? Like, seriously, don't give a fuck about that shit, okay? Stop talking about it. I don't care. I'm not gonna convert. Fuck all that shit, okay? So please, just get the fuck out. Gosh. Spoke to you a year ago and you called me unicorn man. Yeah, well, you probably are unicorn man. The weekly shenanigans at Speaker's Corner, seriously. Seriously what? Damaging Islam. I guess. I personally, what did Big Bro say to me? Big Bro said to me, he doesn't think Islam will survive the internet age. And I agree. I don't think Islam will survive the internet age. I don't think religion generally, not just Islam, but religion generally, in the way it's going, is not going to survive the internet age. I don't think. There's too much information out there for us to be like, because our information's growing about the universe and about stuff, and I just think the scope for it being God just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So yeah, I don't think religion will survive the internet age. Just don't, you know. I think spirituality, quote unquote spirituality, will, because I think human beings have always been quote unquote spiritual. Um, are you planning to make a random appearance at Speakers Corner in the future? Not to my knowledge. I told you it's a circus and I'm not a clown, so I'll leave the clowns. I'll leave the clowns to be in the circus. What else? Let's set the record straight, says Bunchy Carter. What record? We go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Anyway, religion designed to stifle the mind. This is somebody. You're back. I am back. The internet will destroy Islam, says people. Yeah, I said, I think spirituality is an evolution. I think spiritual people will evolve due to, you know, the time in which they're in. So, you know, I know my spirituality has evolved, because I'm not an atheist like some believe. I'm a pantheist. So yeah, it's an evolution of thought. So I think those would be the things that people will hold on to more than dogma, you know, more than dogma, I think. I really do. Personally, I think, you know, quote unquote religion, Abrahamic religion, stifles the mind to some degree. It stops critical thinking. It keeps your mind in a box. It doesn't allow you to just think outside the box that you've been given, really. If the answer to everything is, oh, God did it, then it's like, well, you know, I guess we're not going anywhere. You know, I guess we're not going anywhere. Look it up, actually, Luke. A pantheist is somebody who basically believes that there's no anthropomorphic Godhead and everything is interconnected with one another. Everything is essentially from the same source. That source in this day and age being energy. E equals mc squared. Everything is energy and mass if she's interconnected. And yeah, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It is continuous. It merely transforms. So pantheists believe that everything is interconnected and it's all just transforming. You know, it's nothing. That's why there's no real death, because, you know, if I quote unquote die, right, then my body goes into the ground and becomes a different type of energy. Am I dead? No, I've literally transformed into something else. And everything comes from a pre-existing substance or material. I've said this before. There are many schools of pantheist thought. But yeah, pantheism is just, I guess, is the belief that everything is everything. The laws of thermodynamics, Mohin Khan, please look it up. Look it up, Mohin. The law of thermodynamics. Okay, energy cannot be created or destroyed. But nobody wants to hear that. You want to hear about the afterlife and the devil and stuff, you know, and God and the pearly gates. So Luke O'Sullivan says, can I ask you a question? Go ahead, Luke. I've got some time on my hands. Why did Allah allow the Prophet to be killed by a Jew? I don't know. You'll have to ask somebody who believes in that. Where are you? I'm on Earth. That's where I am, Luke. Are you gonna hit my car? Sorry guys, again, interrupted, again. What were we saying? Someone said, where am I in the UK? Why would I tell you that? I don't know who the hell you are. I don't know you, man. I'm on Earth, bro. That's all you need to know. I'm not even in the UK. As a matter of fact, I'm in Connecticut. What type of whip you got? An okay one. The more Muslims gain a serious education and look at the world through reason and not dogma, then the ideology begins to implode, says Big Bro. I agree. Blackpool is grim. Oh, this man just blew the red light, boy. God damn. What else was I saying? Any other questions, guys? As a matter of fact, I got like at least 20 minutes left. Can we draw the same conclusion situation in Nigeria among Muslims and Christians, or is it a strictly race thing? I don't understand the question. Why are we even talking about the afterlife when we don't even know one in the first place? Thank you. Thank you. Big bro heavyweight. Hey big bro. Okay. Salutations. What are we saying? Sarah, can you give me what information on your Medu Nature classes? I don't do Medu Nature classes, actually. I don't blame you staying away from that place. It's like a school playground. It is like a school playground, actually. And I really do believe Raspect is a dangerous individual, man. He's got people believing some real dumb shit, personally. But hey, sometimes people need to know who are for them and who are against them. Really think that people need to know who are for them and who are against them. I've always said there's a reason why slavery lasted so long. A lot of the time slavery lasted so long is there are a lot of people who would tell people, no, these people are cool, man, they're all right. All the while their their intention and back again. But it's Mohin Khan said, so generation after generation, people believed in God and they were all wrong. I'm saying it's wrong. That's not my conclusion. I'm saying that's your way of viewing the world. Everyone has a way in which they view the world. This is the thing, you need to get right and wrong out of your head, because that's all subjective stuff. That's all subjective. Right and wrong is all subjective. What you think is right today is what's wrong tomorrow. Slavery was right yesterday. Right and wrong becomes subjective. It depends on the social environment. So no, I'm not saying they were wrong, and I'm not saying they were right. I'm saying that's the way they viewed that's the way they viewed the world. Just like Hindus viewed the world a certain way, and African spiritualists view the world a certain way, and Christians view the world a certain way. It's just the way you view to superimpose your way on other people. It's just not going to work. This is a very big world. Okay, it's a very big earth we live in with billions and billions of people. If you think you can superimpose your way onto billions and billions of people, then I've got like something to say to you. You won't be able to do it, bro. You won't be able to do it. There's no God but Allah. That's cool. That's your belief, and that you're entitled to it. But you can't prove it. I'm just saying. You're entitled to believe it, but you can't prove it. Most people I've met claiming to have truth do in self-righteous way. Yeah, there's no slaves. They were helpers, remember? Yeah, Thorsies, just helpers. Oh, we'd love to see you and Poe rip up the park again. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe when the logical and rational debate, but this ain't the time. This is not the time, folks. Arabs sold and selling their own Islamic. Go look up the Dajjal. Bring over the Kaaba. Allah has two right hands. A shock visit. I don't know. People keep wanting me to go back down to that park, man. It's just like, there's nothing there for me. You guys have got to reminisce on the old videos, man. That's what you got to do. You got to pull those old videos out, right, and watch those debates, because I think I really done, I done what needed to be done, and left on a high. Have I been to Blackpool? No, I haven't. Oh my God, someone keeps asking the same question. When are you coming back? I'm not coming back. For fuck's sake. Oh gosh. Mad. Okay, we're back. Who's causing the earth to spin? Fucking fucking hell, all these frigging completely retarded questions. Your mind is simple, mate. Your mind is very simple if you're going to ask that question. They say there are no stupid questions, but yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, mate. Please just go and research this stuff, man. Like, you don't need to ask that question nowadays. Like, who? Like, what do you mean who? Who? What do you mean? Why don't you say what? When you say what is causing the earth to spin, why does it have to be a who? Like, why is there a figure? You know, like, what about what is causing the earth to spin? Stop using the hell if you don't believe in hell. Why not? It's part of language. It's part of language. I say, oh, God. I don't believe in God, but it's part of the language. I say who because there's clearly consciousness behind it. Okay. After AI is released in a few years. Your opinions on David Icke? I haven't. The thing is, with David Icke, he's become like a bit of an enigma. I don't really know that much about him. I only hear like rumors around him, so I wouldn't want to really give an opinion on him. You know, because I haven't read any of his books or anything. So, you know, to give an opinion on David Icke, you know, Jedi would smoke you. Okay, you're too intelligent. What? Who keeps the sun hot? It's true. Who keeps the sun hot? Jedi got smoked by Muslims nearly. Okay, you're one of those people. Okay, where is Callum? David Icke is controlled oppositions. Okay. You guys steady talking about people, man. Jedi got gang to back him up. You guys really don't like Jedi, you know. You got something against Jedi, innit? It's very interesting. It's very interesting. But I bet you love that respect guy, don't you? There's a pattern going on here, guys. They only like you if you like their stuff. There's a pattern going on. And if you adhere to them and you don't offend them and you don't say certain things, don't say anything, just be quiet and stay in the corner and don't say anything, please. Otherwise, we'll kill you with our peace. We'll stab you with peace, guys. We'll blow you up with peace. I'm actually gonna give up on this stream, man. I'm gonna give up on this stream, guys. The gremlins are in, man. I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna give up. Chi man, LOL. How old are you? What? 10? Does your mummy know you're using a computer? Gosh, couldn't come up with a better statement than that, boy. Very intelligent. Very intelligent. You notice that all the black Muslims in the park, all of them, none of them are respected scholars. Bro, all the black Muslims in the park, bro, are just dumbasses. Let's just be honest. They're docile dumbasses, okay? That's the kind of black people they like. They follow what the master says, you know, yes, sir, massa, no, sir, massa, you know, I'll do anything you say, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. It's the alhamdulillah virus. I told you, I keep telling people like that. Alhamdulillah virus is in their head, you know, so they like those kind of black people, you know, the ones that are just dumb. So, you know, just recite the Quran and shut up. You know, that's all they want, really. Don't get an intelligent black guy down there. Oh no, he's not allowed to be intelligent. We got to take him out of the equation, okay? Really am trying, guys. I really am trying with this stream. I'm trying, man. I'm really trying with this stream, but you know, they really don't want me to like have this stream up. Who's saying? I'm telling you, they're messing with my stream, Marcus MD, man. It's crazy, bro. You should stream a lower resolution when driving. I may try that. All right, so for everyone that thinks, right, for everyone that thinks it's like some kind of internet problem, it ain't. Because even when I'm in my house, yeah, and my Wi-Fi is on, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. When I did the stream the other day, Wi-Fi connection was absolutely fine, okay? And, you know, same thing happened. I'm telling you, man, it's a conspiracy, bro. Like, it's not even the 5G or the 4G or the 3G or the 2G or the 1G or the Wi-Fi. I'm telling you, there's something going on with my stream. It's nothing to do with my phone. It's a brand new phone. I got it like 2 weeks ago. Okay? It's a brand new phone, bro. Like, it's crazy what's going on. It's just, I don't know, man. I've just got to put it down to the gremlins. Put it down to the Instagram. No, not the Instagram. You're on the wrong side to them. The elite are watching. No, I believe so. I believe the elite are watching. Get your old phone back. Nah, they were doing it with my old phone as well. Doing it with my old phone. Car insulation. It's got nothing to do with that, mate. Mohin Khan, oh my god. Alright, so Mohin Khan, like, I'm done with you now, bro. Like, just, bro, please, stop with the Islam talk. I don't give a fuck about it. Like, you must know that by now. Stop asking me to come to Islam and all this bullshit. I'm not coming. Just shut up. Alright? Yeah, it's crazy. Speak up. You're not on VPN, right? What's VPN? I think Khabib will win. Seek the truth. I think Khabib will win. I think he's a better fighter. Just my personal opinion. Bitcoin millionaire says LOL. What's going on? My ancestors say fuck Muslims. Says T Bob. You will regret on the day. You see? They've got to leave with some kind of threat, you see. Well, I tried. You'll regret it on the day of judgment, Sarah. Oh, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Fuck off, bruv. Do you know what I mean? You just fucking threats. All the time, threats. Just fuck off, bruv. Seriously. Just fuck right off with your bullshit, bruv. You'll regret it. You'll regret it on the day of judgment. Fuck off. Go tell Allah to go fuck himself for me, yeah? Tell Allah I said that, yeah? As a matter of fact, tell Allah to call this phone and stop fucking with the stream, as a matter of fact. Yeah? Bullshit. So do you agree they call us show us the facts? What do you think about the Tom Robinson situation? I said this before, I think the Tom Robinson situation's a joke, man. I think the way they've done Tom Robinson is a joke, personally. They done him wrong, man. I said if he's seeking asylum, he should do anything that he can do to stay out of prison. Because the charge is a joke. And everyone knows it's a joke. Do you think the world will come to an end? How do you think it will happen? See, the world's, so when people say that, it's very interesting when people say the world's coming to an end. Because the world's always been here for a very long time. Like, I don't think the world... here we go. Yeah, yeah, I was saying, yeah, the world as a planet, I don't think it's coming to an end. I do think that human beings may kill each other off at some point. I think human beings will definitely kill each other off, but the world is going to be here for a very long time. That's just my personal opinion. It's my personal opinion. Have I studied Jean-Jacques Dessalines and Louverture? Yeah, of course. Imagine if hell and paradise, what? You will regret it. Oh, here we go with the threats again. Fuck off. Fuck off with your threats, mate. If you got to threaten me to believe your shit, then mate, you're starting off on the wrong foot, mate. Just saying. Fucking always with the threats, man. The fuck? These people don't get it, you know. They live in a totally different world, bro. Like, a totally different world. Oh, you'll regret it. Oh, fuck off. You know what it is? Like, I tell you about the fear. That's very interesting. That fear, that fear that people have of like the hell situation, I let go of that in like my 20s. Do you know what I mean? Like, I no longer fear hell. It's weird. Like, well, it's not weird. It's actually quite a relief. Like, do you ever feel like you're bogged down with something and then you realize, you know what? This shit is bullshit. Like, I'm fucking stressing over nonsense. Like, I don't need to stress over the nonsense no more because it's actually bullshit. And there's like a whole relief that comes off your shoulders. Like, there's a whole, you're like, oh, the weight's off my shoulders. Oh, hello. Like, the whole weight is off your shoulders now, and you're like, oh my God. And it's like, oh yeah, I can breathe. Oh yeah, I've got a new lease of life. I'm telling you, it's a relief when you realize that this shit is bullshit and it can't be proven and it's all nonsense. And then, you know, you can just live your life, bro. You know, you should try it one day. I'm just saying, you should try it one day. You won't because you're scared, but I'm just saying you should try it. Religious people are obsessed with hell because it's the reason you let go of that fear. Like, that feeling of letting go of the fear is, what's the word? It's like, it's spiritual, man. It's actually spiritual. When you let go of that fear, it's a very spiritual experience. So I say, let go of the fear, man. Like, don't let fear control you. Does it annoy you when Muslims speakers corner say you can show you? Yes, when they say you can show you evidence and they show you the Quran as evidence. Yes, it does. It's circular logic. We know this. Let go of the fear, people. So I imagine, please, do you regret? Huh? Is it true, please? I don't understand. Do I regret? Regrets are something. Oh, hello. You want to squash me, dear? Regrets are a human feeling, right? However, most of the time when you're in it, you regret something. But in hindsight, learning curve. A lot of the time when you're going through something, you don't realize it's a learning curve. When you're in it, when you're going through the shit, you don't realize that you're actually being taught something. It's not until like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years after you're like, oh my God, you know, like that was actually a lesson. It was just a lesson. That's all. So, you know, I try not to have any regrets, personally. I try not to have any. I'm just fucking bullshit right now. It's not fair because his imam every Friday preaches hatred. Mowing. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. We're back again. What we said, we're talking about regrets, right? Yeah. I try not to have any regrets, guys. Oh, here we go. Gets paid to kiss men. Oh, here we go. The intelligent ones are in, guys. Speaker's corner is turned into Sharia corner. Yep. My Lord, send me back. Oh my God, now he's quoting Quran verses. Oh gosh, now he's quoting Quran verses, mate. Bro, this ain't even the time or place, bro. This ain't your mosque, fam. Like, seriously, fuck out of here with that shit. Fuck out of here with that shit. Bro, I don't have that fear, bro. You're trying to scare me into shit. I don't have it. Sarah, why doesn't the earth drift away from the sun? Oh my God. So, have I got a mod in here just to like erase this guy? Please, just erase these guys, man. If there's any mods in here, erase these guys, please. Like, they're just pissing me off now. How do we counter Sunni Muslim thugs in the UK? Mod me. I'll mod you. I'm about to get blocked. Yeah, fuck off out of here, man. You tried to act bad with Mohammed Tawi. Oh my God. Oh my God. How old are you? Like, are you 12? Are you 12 years old? Please. You should be at, what's the time? Oh no, you just finished school, didn't you? You shouldn't be, thank you, Jay Boogie. Thank you. All these dumbasses in my chat. Yeah, that guy, Seek the Truth. Get him out too. He's talking shit as well. This is a religious-free zone. Get the fuck out of here. All right? This is a religious-free zone. You ain't got no motherfuckers quoting corrupt. Did I wake up on the wrong side of bed today? No, not really. It's just like, from what I've seen over the past couple of weeks at Speaker's Corner and shit, bro, I'm just done, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm done with this bullshit. Like, you're not superimposing your shit around here no more, bro. Like, you can do that shit at Speaker's Corner, but fuck that shit on my live stream, you know? Like, we're not doing that stuff on my live stream. This is my corner, Sarah's corner, okay? Not Speaker's Corner or Sharia Corner. Fuck out of here with that shit, okay? It's really that simple. For all you watching, you can watch, but when you start quoting that shit, you're getting the fuck out of here. Someone said, what do I think of the ASAP Rocky situation? I actually saw that. I saw the guys like follow him around and stuff, where they were telling them to just chill out, and he got arrested in Sweden, which is unfortunate. I think the guys deserve to get a little bit of a beating. When is Black Opinion coming back? That's a very good question. However, I've lined up an interview. I've lined up the next Sarah Meets. And it's someone... Anyway, we'll see. We shall see what you guys think. Sarah, you should run for an MP. Nah, it's not my gig, man. It's not my bag. If I was MP, I'd just end up like either pissing people off or just quitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just quit. I'm like, I can't deal with this shit. These people are talking shit all the time. They say they're gonna do some stuff and then they're not gonna do some stuff, and I'm like, I ain't got time for this shit. I don't think I could run for MP. I think it's all a bit like I don't play the game very well. The game, you know, like I don't play the game very well. So we need Gary back. Yeah, I spoke to Gary yesterday actually. He's been watching too. Oh, Gary's been watching. What do you think of what Jeremy Corbyn? You're not for, like, there's no politicians in the UK that I'm like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's all a bit, yeah, wishy-washy, you know? So I just think it's all a bit wishy-washy, if I'm totally honest. Politics in the UK, especially with the whole Brexit thing. Like, listen, and until you motherfuckers deal with Brexit, like, I don't believe in none of you motherfuckers, okay? Like, the people voted, deal with Brexit, right? Okay, until you deal with Brexit, I don't want to hear any shit, because we live in a democracy, okay? And if the people voted, then it should go through, and that's that. All of this feet dragging, knuckle dragging, bullshit excuses, I'm just not down with it. So, yeah, I'm kind of done with British politics right now, if I'm totally honest. Deliver Brexit, man. Serious. How long's it been now? When was the vote, guys? Someone remind me of the year and month of the vote. And then remind me of the year and the month right now, and see what progress has been made. Someone, please. The political system do you think the West is headed for? I think the West is headed for a more nationalistic type of politics. I think nationalism is where this stuff, where people are heading, I think, personally. So that's just my personal view anyway. That's just my personal view. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's nationalist. And I think but nationalism not based on hatred. I think people need to really get that through their heads. If your nationalism is based on hatred or dislike for other people, then, you know, I got bad news for you, mate. Like, that's not the way to go forward. You know? Happy White History Month. Oh. No. What did you guys say? Earth. Would you think blacks would be better off as Pan-Africans with no religion? I do. I really do. The Chinese do it. The Chinese are pan-Chinese with no religion. They're doing okay. I'm not saying China is a utopia by any standards. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But I'm saying, you know, it can. And if you're for the forward movement of your people, you will actually move accordingly, I think. So, yeah, I do believe that. I believe everyone should be a nationalist. I think Chinese people should be nationalists, Japanese people should be nationalists, Europeans should be nationalists, Africans should be nationalists. I believe if everyone had a nation and were about their nation, but didn't hate other people, and then done business from nation to nation for the betterment of their own nations, I don't see the problem. I really do. I really wouldn't see the problem in that. I'm being 100% honest with you. I wouldn't see the problem in that at all. You know, Jedi is a scumbag to Sunni Muslims by apologizing to Ahmed Ali's mum. Listen, I've learnt to never apologize to these people. They feel like they've got you. And then if you apologize for one thing and then you offended them that time, and then you offend them another time, they're going to ask for apology again. And then you'll find yourself apologizing all the fucking time to these people. No, stand on your fucking square. Okay, if you said it, you meant it. That's it. Fuck if you don't like it. If I said it, I meant it. And I'd say it again. So fuck off. And that's how you should really roll. Don't bend or break to anyone. Don't bend or break to anyone, because if you bend or break, they'll have you over a friggin' barrel, and you're bending and breaking all the time. What the hell kind of traffic is this? Oh, I'm not involved. Sorry, guys. What do you think about Boris Johnson? Yeah, I think he's a bit of a bumbling guy. Bumbling. Someone said Sarah Garvey, I want to date your mum. She doesn't date. Talking about the Christians. Stream froze again. It did freeze again. It did freeze again. Yeah, the stream froze again, guys. Sorry. Nice lady to the right of me. Online wipe. When's the next episode of Black Opinion? Fuck off, online wipe. Online wipe. Fuck off, online wipe. You don't care about the Black Opinion, mate. This week on Online Wipe. That's my impression of Online Wipe, actually. Modine versus John Cena. Oh gosh, that was interesting. I personally, I think Modine's got mental issues, but people find it funny. Mental issues parading as comedy, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Why do you think Chinese East Asians hate us blacks and we didn't do anything to them? That is a question you would have to ask them. Yeah, you would have to ask them, bro. Just like I ask anyone, why does racism exist? For what reason? What purpose does it serve? Xenophobia serves a purpose sometimes. It's a defense mechanism. But if you're defending against something, I've always said to people, if you're any psychologist or psychiatrist worth their weight, worth their friggin' PhD, will let you know if somebody outwardly goes to bully someone for a reason that no one can find, it's normally because the bully has a problem with something in that person. So you have to find, what is it within me psychologically that you see, or you're offended by, or affected by, or fearful of, why you would do that. I said that. That's just quote unquote 101 bullying, bro. Modine is a wife beater. This week online wife shouting himself. He said, "I'm not an actor." Okay. When did racism exist? That's a question that's deeper than you think. When did it exist? Yeah, like who was the first racist, bro? Like, you know, like why does it exist? I have my theories. On racism. I think it's a psychological issue. I think racism is a psychological issue. The why has to be answered. Some people won't agree with my analysis, but the why has to be answered. Why does hijab get in a pass when he tries to use violence? I don't know. I don't know, mate. He's been trying to offer, and the thing is, it's not just people. He's offered like Shia's fights, like he's offered so many people fights. It's like it's crazy. And even when his jaw got punched by the old guy at the Tom Robinson march, he still never learned. Like his knees got buckled. He had to be escorted out by the police. He didn't know whether it was Wednesday, Thursday, or Saturday. Yeah, and he's like. Oh gosh. Okay, that is what I'm going to do, because you know I've got shit to do today, and I'm gonna do it. By God, I'm gonna do it. What were you saying, Sarah? With all the exposed racism of Arabs, do you think Malcolm X would still be a Muslim? Oof, we can only speculate, bro. We can only speculate. Sarah Garvey Waste, man.